Hey, welcome back! Today we're continuing our study of Shakespeare's The Tempest and the songs within this play, this wonderfully musical play. We've talked a lot about Ariel's songs, the beautiful and haunting melodies that the fairy sings throughout the play. We've also talked about Caliban's Freedom Song, and now I'm talking about the songs of the drunken clowns Stephano and Trinculo. This particular song, Flautum and Scoutum, or potentially Flautum and Cautum, depending on the text variation, shows up in Act 3, Scene 2, as Caliban, Trinculo, and Stephano are sitting around and drinking and making their plans for the future kingdom ruled by Stephano here. Ariel enters here and begins to disrupt their meeting, and he plays various pranks on them to lead them astray and get them in trouble in just a moment. And Caliban, in the middle of their discussion, asks for a catch, which is a special kind of song where three different singers sing three slightly different parts together or in a round. So therefore the song is very short, lyrically, but it is sung over and over again in a circle. The song goes like this. Flautum and Cautum and Scoutum and Flautum, thought is free. There are a few variations in the text. It's possible that it says Flautum and Scoutum and Flautum, and there are some versions of the text that say Flautum and Cautum and Scoutum and Flautum. Ultimately, it doesn't make much difference, because all of them mean basically the same thing. To flout means to mock or to insult. To scout is not the term the modern term where you're looking for something or observing. It's rather, again, to mock or insult. And cout would mean the same thing. So it's possible that scout, cout, they're basically synonyms. They also sound very similar. There's no way to really tell which one it is. And then it ends with the idea that thought is free. I can think whatever I want. And so this would be sung in three parts. The first part would be Flautum and Scoutum and Scoutum and Flautum. The second part would be thought is free, thought is free. And the third part would be thought is free. There's not much to this song, but it shows the characters here who want to mock at the power and the rulership of Prospero and be able to do whatever they want. The idea, I can think whatever I want, I can do what I want, I'll just mock you. That's definitely Caliban's attitude at this moment, which is perhaps why he requests the song. And the two clown characters, Trinculo and Stephano, are also mocking all of the power in this play. Power is such an important aspect of this play. Who has power? Who has control of the situation? Stephano is beginning to think he's a king, but he's a very ridiculous and silly king in this moment. And Ariel, who comes in at this moment and begins to play his own music, is also mocking their silly little idea of a new kingdom that will overthrow Prospero. It is fascinating, though, that right after this song, as they begin to hear Ariel's music, the characters respond to the beauty of the music of Ariel, which in some ways contrasts with their own ridiculous music. And the clowns, Stephano and Trinculo, are afraid of the music that seems to have popped out of nowhere. But Caliban has one of the most interesting speeches in the whole play, where he says, "Be not afeard. The isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices, that if then I had waked after long sleep, will make me sleep again. And then in dreaming the clouds methought would open and show riches ready to drop upon me, that when I waked I cried to dream again." Again, this beautiful sort of description of the impact that the music has upon Caliban, which is very interesting because Caliban is kind of the savage character, and yet he has this sophisticated love of music that doesn't come from the civilizing factor of Prospero and Miranda upon him, but rather it comes before that. It becomes with his own innate connection to the island. There's also the connection to the imagery of dreams, and how the magic is connected with the idea of dreams. Is it all a dream? That's a common theme that Shakespeare explores both in this play and in his other very magical Midsummer Night's Dream. Thanks for watching. You can click to subscribe or to go to my Patreon, where you can find other resources to help you with this play and other works of literature. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.